for the serious gamer.
It's Spider-Bite from NextGenTactics.com. This is Search and Destroy Rush Series Karachi Offense. This is my class and kill streak setup. If I'm not using this, I am either prestiging or messing around or whatever. I've actually started using shotguns a little bit more as my secondary. So this is a classic B rush for me. This is one of our earlier games, and I'm sort of relying on my teammates. Now, as soon as I pick up the bomb, I'm always telling them exactly where I'm going. I'm saying rush plant B, and these guys seem to be pretty decent teammates. We've got like most of them that are out here supporting me during the plant and defending. So now we just have to defend the plant. And oftentimes on this map I will rush plant directly to B and or A and barely even look around. Like if I notice somebody out of the corner of my eye, that's fine. You know, I'll stop and kill them or try to kill them. And classic mistake here by the enemy team. They come in one at a time. Our claymore position is great. I've actually changed it up since then, and I should actually go back to this position that I put it in. You can go back and watch the beginning of the round. But one at a time, these guys are coming in. Seriously. And I just had a wargasm. Oh yes. And we end up smoking the enemy team. Again, a more concentrated effort would have probably been better. But those guys coming in from the direction from our spawn, like one at a time. There's like at least three of them, just one at a time, and they're easy pickings. So here oftentimes I will just go right into A and rush plant. So I either heard something or I saw something, and that stopped me from planting. Now I actually just heard that guy jump down, and he started shooting from back here, and that's the guy that just ran up the stairs and we didn't kill. So we take him out. Looks like our teammates are sort of over near B. I don't know if they're somewhat close by. I'm just a little bit nervous. So there's another guy. So we've cleared out at least two guys here, and well, we just saw a third, so we're gonna go and chase him down. But again, just always keep your peripheral vision. I won't say on, but always, you know, maintain your peripheral vision. Always look to the sides and look for any sort of movement. You know, and I noticed some there, right? And that stopped me from planting, and I went out and took out another guy. So typically when you take out 2 or 3 guys around the target site, that's when you want to plant. I mean, you want to check around quickly, but you definitely want to get that bomb planted, because it's likely, you know, more than 2 or 3 guys are not located near the target and are not watching it. And this is kind of funny here, where we're just waiting for this last guy. We know he's on the side, that's why I came over. He drops down. I thought he was dead, but he's actually in last stand or something. But that was kind of funny. Okay, so that's a B and A, and here's another B rush. Again, on this map, Karachi, I don't go in the buildings. I mean, I'm not sniping. I don't have a long-range weapon. I hardly ever go into the buildings. The only time I go on top of a building is maybe on A side if I'm doing a defensive rush. I'll go in and chase them up on the building. But other than that, I never go in the second stories of those buildings in and around the middle area. It's just, you know, like I said, unless you're sniping or, you know, you have an assault with red dot or ACOG or whatever, I'm not going in there. And you'll see that on pretty much every map. You know, even on Favela, I hardly ever go into the buildings, because there's no need. When I'm rushing. I don't need to go into the buildings unless I know there's specifically that there's a guy there. We know the last guy's back here, so we're going to go and chase him down. And we've got a couple of teammates. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't necessarily do that if it was just me left, but we knew there was only one guy left, and we had a couple of teammates left at the bomb site. So, you know, in that case, yeah, I'm looking to rank up. I'm looking to get some kills, but, you know, if there's only 2 of us against 2 or whatever, I wouldn't do that. So here's the direct rush plant to A, and you know, you do a quick check. Plus I got guns coming in behind me, and you know, he's offering some good support here. So I love the claymores. I always equip claymores when I can. If I don't have claymores equipped, that's because I just prestige and I haven't unlocked them yet. And we usually just sit in here, but I mean, it's such an obvious spot, but I don't know, I just own from this spot for some reason. Like, the guys don't check in here. They don't throw grenades, they don't throw stuns. I don't know. Maybe they will after this video. But, you know, I just own from this spot. It's hilarious. And like I said, it's almost the most obvious spot, aside from the, you know, the rooftop on the other side of the street. So there's the last guy. I mean, he doesn't have any time anyway. And he ends up jumping down after the bomb goes off. And we can't kill him.
You thought they were glad?
Okay, so here's a nice B-side rush. And we actually have, well, not quite a full team, but a couple of the NGT team members joined in after we partied up and came into the game. So we're actually playing against a couple of them. So this is kind of funny. I show a little bit of their perspective. So I'm playing them. I'm actually placed a Claymore first. I didn't have quite as many teammates with me as usual, but I'm running around this way, and boom, I hear like what was my Claymore going off, and I get guns with a nice knife. And we'll actually show his perspective. We'll finish out the game here, or the round, and we'll show his perspective. This is kind of funny, plus the comments afterwards. Okay, so here's guns. I mean, he sees me just as soon as I plant. He's chasing me the whole way. I mean, he doesn't take the shot. He trips the Claymore. I think he's going for a knife, and I come back and I just knife him. Like, he was actually in the process of knifing me when I did. And I'll just let you guys listen to the little bit of banter after the round here, because it's pretty funny.
No way, fighter. No way. Fuck you. I was tailing you the whole fucking time. I love seeing your little turnaround. Shut up.
So that was pretty funny. I thought I'd throw that in there and you guys would get a kick out of it. So here's another A-side rush plant. Again, I run my ass off and I'm usually ahead of the rest of my team, and they're not following, but I always tell them. Now there's a Predator. Thankfully he didn't come for me. If he was smart he would have. So I do the rush plant. And I'm pretty good at defending, so I'm not too worried that my enemies aren't that close by. But I mean, really, run wingman for the bomb carrier. If you don't see anybody going with them, go with them. Cover his ass. I mean, the object of the game is to get the bomb planted and to destroy the target, right? So I actually do a pretty good defense here, but I do end up biting it. But I do take out the rest of the team. So there's one, there's two, and number 3 is coming around the car. He actually gets me, but my Claymore smokes his ass directly afterwards. So, I don't put in clips too often of me dying, but there you go, there's one. So this is, I'm sort of aimlessly wandering, and I eventually plant at A. I do have a care package. I don't generally show this sort of stuff, but whatever. It's not really a bad round, but honestly in this rush series it's either rush plan A or rush plan B. That's it. I mean, that's all I do. So this just shows a little bit of, something a little different. I take my time a little bit more just because the enemy team is over there and I've called in the care package. So I guess it's sort of an example of how the care package sort of screws up your timing. I do like the care package because sometimes it gives you some really good stuff, like an AC-130 or a chopper gunner or a Pavlo, and you can, smoke or annihilate the opposite team. That's probably the only reason I have it on, but it does screw up your timing. I mean, especially for a rush series. I mean, you need to rush right off the bat and get into the targets. So, I generally don't show that kind of stuff because it doesn't really fit in strategically, but I guess this sort of shows what happens when you do that. So I don't know why guys go into the second floor building here. I mean, I don't think it's particularly strategic, and 2 guys got sniped in this building. So it's just me. It's one-on-one. So I actually can't remember if it was the sniper that was still alive. But I'm going to go around A and try and get a plant on here. And, obviously the action's been at B, so I'm going to rush over to A. After grabbing the bomb, I'm going to plant. I'm probably going to go into the same position I usually go into. But, again, you got to have a little bit more patience when your timing gets screwed up on a rush series like this, and you're not used to it. I mean, you got to take your time. Okay? You got to check your corners, everything, because guys are going to be where you don't necessarily expect them to be. I mean, when you're rushing a lot, where you're going to typically run into people. And that's not the case when your timing gets screwed up. So you just have to be a bit more careful. But again, we knew the action was over at B, so we grabbed the bomb, we ran over to A. I mean, sometimes guys will anticipate that, but He didn't in this case. So we're just waiting him. He's taking his time to come over here. And he tried to fake us out. We're not going for it. Well, we did. We just checked. And we get the last guy. So I hope you liked it. For more NextGenTactics.com, I'm SpiderBite, and I'm out.